Yo, what up, though, man? Official Watts in the building. How you doing?
What it do, bro? What's going down?
Hey, man, no complaints, man. Just trying to make it, man. You know, I survived that freeze.
Man, for real. It's been cold outside.
Hey, man, how did that winter impact you? That storm we just had this past week?
It slowed me down, but I think it impacted a lot more people, and as far as like what happened with the house and what's going on with them. But I stay in a apartment, so where I stayed, and thankfully my house was good. So by the grace of God, we good, my family good. So it didn't impact us as much. But I ain't had no water in a few days, like I told you. So shit, it's been hard for me to use the restroom.
No, for sure. So like initially, I say it's a lot. I'm from Detroit, so Michigan. I'm used to the snow. Right? But the thing about coming to Texas is not prepared for the snow.
Yeah, nah, at all.
You know what I'm saying? It's like in Michigan, when we know a big snowstorm is coming, the trucks get out on the road and they're already putting salt on the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To treat the roads before.
Preparation totally different.
Yeah, here it's just like, it's no salt trucks. Why would you spend money on salt trucks? Because we went through 4 days of iciness, and now it's damn near 70 degrees today.
Outside, yeah.
So you ain't gonna spend that much money.
To send out, which I understand that part, but I feel like you still got to be some type of preparation. They say they sent out warnings but I started seeing it like a day before, 2 days before, with them saying, and I don't know if that's enough time to prepare for it. But like I said, I think period, we got to have different preparation now.
No, that's true. And I think the hardest thing about, like with snow, it's silent, right? You don't hear snow coming down. Everything is good until everything go bad.
Yeah.
It just seeing people like freezing to death like that first day. What you think about that 100 car pileup in Fort Worth?
That was crazy. I usually get up in the morning and go take care of business and go out that way. I stay right there by the exit, which is Yucca and 35. That's exactly what 100. I stayed one exit away. So like people was calling me that morning. I'm like, damn, why everybody asking me? They're like, bro, the exit is right by your house. We know you be moving in the morning. It's bad. You ain't seen them? Like, nah. So I really didn't even know what happened. You know what I mean? But I ended up getting on Instagram, and it was viral. It was everywhere. It was like, 100 car pileup, pray for Texas. So I was just, I just got to my knees and prayed, and I was like, dang, thank you, God. Just because I know I usually get on that highway that time around that morning to go to Dallas to work.
That moment I seen that 18-wheeler run into the pile of them cars, like that FedEx truck, man. I was like,
well, I just started praying because I figured somebody had to die. Like, I'm like, they all right, but man, I done been in a lot of car wrecks, by like 3-4 car wrecks, so I know like you barely gonna get through. It's like a split second, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And in that position they in, it's nothing you can do with everything coming up on. Like, seeing an 18-wheeler come at you through what can you do? And you already hit somebody. Like, all you can do is pray, embrace.
So what do you feel about Senator Ted Cruz getting his family on in Cancun,
man,
while everybody else is here freezing?
I think they really giving him a lot of heat. You know what I mean? Because you don't know, he human too, at the end of the day. But I think also the position that he in, he got to think the scrutiny that he could be up under by doing certain things. And even though he was moving, he had to ask himself if it wasn't an emergency. It's emergencies going on. Do you really? Because you got to think of what the backlash, and he ended up getting that backlash anyways. And then he had to come out and explain himself. So yeah, I feel like they just gave him heat because of who he is and the position he playing and what's going on right now. But yeah, definitely, I think the position that you in, you got to watch what you do. So yeah, I think they overheated him a little bit. If it been me or anybody else, like they want to, but he the senator, so you got to watch how you move.
And then too, on top of that, Senator Cruz got a habit of throwing smoke on other people.
Yeah.
I think it was a mayor somewhere here in Texas that had it was a Democratic mayor somewhere here in Texas. Democrats was big on don't fly COVID measures.
Yeah.
And they took off and flew to like Cabo.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Cruz hopped on like this ain't the time to be taking vacations, going in on that man.
I remember that.
And here he is going to Cancun talking about, I was just I was being a good dad.
Yeah, I remember that. So it's like, it's like one of them things, and you put in the public eye of America. It's like you do one thing once and then you do something twice. So it's like, it's like you start losing faith in a person. You feel me? Like, that be the time where the people get together. Like we don't know if you the right one for
For
us.
sure.
Then on top of everything that we already going through. So you know, like shit, that's just he up under the hot seat right now. I know that. I don't even really get into politics like that, but I know he on the hot seat.
For sure, for sure. So definitely, you know, I'm thankful to get a chance to sit down and meet with you and get to hear your journey. For those who may not be familiar with Fisher Watson, you are an actor.
Yep.
You probably do a bunch of other things as well, man. And I want to get to your story. So one of your biggest projects getting ready to come out, Triple D Revenge.
Yeah.
You know, starring you. Got a crazy cast of hosts. You got Mo3, man. Tell us about Triple D Revenge, man, in that movie, and what can people expect with the movie?
Man, the movie is gonna be crazy. That's what and this is really my first time them seeing the trailer. It's like my first time seeing the trailer too. So what is intriguing to me is to see all the hard work that I had to put into it, like as to being an actor, and like to hear people coming up to me off the trailer and how they acted. It was like, man, you know, it's worth it. And then I didn't realize how big this was gonna be, but I started feeling it way when E gave me the script way back in. The crazy story, I want to give it to y'all because I'm gonna give y'all exclusive how I even got to this part to even get this role. Like, who is he? Why he? Nobody gave me this role. I want that to be fully understood with the city, with everybody behind doing projects and out here on the radio. Like nothing was given to me. I earned it. I went through every process. I went to the auditions. I didn't let anybody know that I knew Mr. E, that he was my friend. And I didn't get no pluses besides he just wanted my opinion on the movie. That's all how it started. We was friends. He knew I knew the first movie. He been around me. He knew my story. He knew my background. He just wanted me to read the script. And that's what it started. And after I read the script, I went crazy.
Oh, man.
I went crazy. I loved it.
So your character in the movie, what's the name of your character? And kind of, can you explain who your character is?
My character is, which y'all get to see, is one of the main characters in the movie. And it's crazy because it's like I'm leading the star cast, but we got all different types of stars that's leading the star cast. So
Gotcha.
It's like the movie is based around my character because of the relationship of the person in the first movie, which I don't even want to spill the beans. Like, I want everybody to make sure they watch the first one too, because the second one will make a lot more sense. And it is some different character changes for the production reasons that they had to do, just switches and changes. But the movie came out to being being real cinematic, man, and real cool. But that's really how I got the part. I went. He sent me the script. I got the getting in, reading it. I fell in love with it. And I called him back just like, hey, let me watch the first movie and then come back, and he wanted me to read it again. You know, I was like, what do you want me to read it again for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I read it, but he was just breaking down and how Hollywood, like how it's different. You know what I mean? You can just read it like a story, but then you also have to break down the different parts of the characters. Like, really, he wanted me to really get into it. And that's before I even knew that I was trying out for the movie or doing anything like that.
Got you.
Yeah.
So you go in, so Mr. E calls you in just for a standard reading, and you get this character and you land a role. Like, did you know that second time that he was actually having you read to actually become this character? And when did you find out?
I didn't. Even the second time when I came to read it with E at his spot, I was just on some just reading it, you know, thinking like he just wanted to hear my opinion and really see what I liked about his story. So I ain't tell him. I'm just like, man, I like it. I was like, I really like it. He was like, yeah, I mean, you playing. I was like, nah, because I can tell you about this part and this part, and I started going through the movie. He was like, oh, damn. I said, bro, it's a great script. Like, he really reminds me of a Dallas version of what's the guy that shot Menace to Society?
Ain't that the same dude that did Boys in the Hood? Passed away.
Dang, is it Singleton?
John Singleton. Yep.
Man, really reminds me of a John Singleton. You know what I mean? Like, the way he bring, I mean, we go at it, but the way he bring it out, so it's like cool. So maybe he was seeing, but he honestly told me he still didn't think that I was even the part. Like, he wasn't thinking that either at the script reading. So they had to audition for it, and I went to audition, like just like everybody else in the city could audition, bro. Like, I went to audition for his team. I read the script. I studied it. I studied it a few days before. Like I didn't know what part because I had read the story, but I didn't know what part I was even going for. When I got there, they had 2 people you could try. I was like, I know I want to be J Cash because I had read the script and I felt like J Cash really adapted to my real lifestyle. Like what's really even with Mo3 character, it's like the lifestyles, like the people that we acting is like crazy because I be thinking like this is lifestyles that really go on in life and whatnot. But that's how I got the role, and he called me back like, man, look, I know you're not gonna believe this. He was like, we got your audition tape. He said, official, I promise you, I didn't tell none of them people I knew you that you read the story. I didn't tell them nothing like that. I'm spilling the beans, y'all. So look, the cast, look, he knew I was going in there, but he didn't know what I would do or how I perform. He called me, he said, bro, all 5 people, they turned in their paper. He said, guess who was number 1? You. I was like, what? He said, bro, he said, I'm not lying to you. He said, to the grace of God, bro. He said, I got them paperwork. He said, I really liked you, but it wasn't up to me. He said, it was a team decision. He said, you was number 1 on everybody paper. They passed it in after they seen the audition tape. So yeah, so I was like, man, I guess it was really meant to be. You know what I mean?
So speaking of the movie Triple D Revenge, like who were some of the people on set that you got to work with?
Erica Pinkett. She was real cool, man. I like Erica Pinkett. She's done some big productions. She did the Tupac movie. So we got some hitters in the movie. Ain't like it. It's very, like I say, it's a movie, So we got Erica Pinkett. I got to work with, of course, Mo3. And man, dude was dope. Really dope on set. Mo3, we got Erica Pinkett, which is the main character, Big Lou. His name's Lamar Straight. He's a really dope actor, bro. He gonna be big. I'm not gonna even stunt to you. And these are people that's coming right out of Dallas. I got to work with Tatum Mack.
Okay.
He originally, I'm split the beans again. You're getting exclusive here. He originally had a scene with Mo3 that we was shooting. We was shooting the day. That's what Mo3 was on the way to do. We was getting ready to shoot the scene. So we was 2 hours away from shooting the scene. So Tatum Mack is still in the movie. He really wanted to be in there, and him and E found a way to squeeze him in. So we got Tatum Mack, we got JT Tucker. He real dope. He played my cousin Flip in the movie. He's a real dope actor. Man, we got Gabrielle. We got so many actors. Raven, she's a girl from Oklahoma. This was one of her big first roles. She got like 200,000 following, like really dope like person on Instagram personality. She's gonna be real big, you know what I mean? One of them people you'll see. So like I feel like the cast, how he did it, and we even got some people that play like and I don't know for sure, they like some white people and some Chinese people that are really dope actors that came to the table read, bro. I'm talking about from everybody that played, even my uncle who played the broke pimp in the movie. Oh man, like everybody had it's crazy, man. It's like I'm so excited for them to just see the cast and see the movie and some of the people that's in there and the cameos from everybody. It's a lot of cameos in there too.
So when getting a chance to work with Mo3, you know what I'm saying, God bless the dead. Well, what was his, because Mr. E, in my interview with him, he was like, a lot of people come in with the idea of what they think acting is, and you have to kind of correct that and help them unlearn what they think acting is and give them, the tangibles to be a good actor. What was his Mo3 professionalism like, his character like on and off set?
Man, I'm glad you asked this because, I know, like I said, hopefully a lot of people will get to see this interview, and I got something special that a lot of people don't, probably won't be able to get as far as like with him and coming to see acting, because he was one of them people I truly, and I'm being biased when I say this. I'm not no side chooser. I'm saying professionalism. Dude was awesome. He was an animal. I never seen nobody work ethic like that. Like, you can get rappers and people who just feel like the role is given to them because of who they are. Dude was acting. I don't know if y'all seen the trailer, you will see when you see his face with the gun, his face told a story alone. Like, I was like, man, I was so amazed. 2 days before he passed, we had shot one of the final scenes. And I let y'all watch that when the movie come out. It's a crazy dope scene. But we was there, we was working, and 3 he knew his lines,
Okay.
But This was the most craziest thing I had ever seen. Dude was doing his lines. He like, yeah, he going, hold on, give me a second. So boom, he getting in his mode. I'm talking about, and to be an actor, you have to tap into a whole different mode because you the camera is there. So you're like, you can't worry about the cameras. You can't worry about what's going on. So he was just reciting his words, and then like he learned it in like 3 minutes. He got it down, but he got the words down along with the action and the facialism and what he was about to do and what he's about to say. And I was like, when they hit action, I was like, damn, everybody been amazed to watch me on camera, but I've been really amazed to watch Mo3 and Brent and Lamar Straight on camera.
Got you.
I've been really amazed, bro. Dude has something that when they see this movie, they're gonna be like, dang, you could have seen him in like 5, 6 movies after this.
So the trailer recently, excuse me. So the trailer recently released.
Yep.
Did you know that trailer was coming out?
I didn't know the trailer was coming out, what day it was coming. I knew it was coming because he asked me to, I had to do some things that we want to fix over, but I didn't know when it was coming. I didn't know the exact day. I found out, I'm sure you knew, Mark, before I knew. So I found out like one day before when it was about to drop in the group mess. I'm like, man, so I got bubble guts and stuff. I'm like, dang, I wonder what everybody think. And it just, man, when it dropped, it was beautiful. I knew we had something big coming.
So what was your impression when you first saw the trailer?
When I first seen,
did you watch the premiere with everyone else, or did he?
Yeah, I watched the premiere. Nah, I watched the premiere. Like I seen
Okay.
like a little clip of it, kind of, but not what it really was. So
Got you.
I watched the premiere along with everybody else on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I'm watching the premiere on YouTube, and I'm just sitting there, my phone just going off right after that. My phone going crazy, like probably like 10 minutes, like just from family and friends, like, bro, like I hope you taking this serious. I hope you going to Hollywood after this. I don't want to see you in Dallas. Like, damn, you see that trailer? They telling me the lines, like they calling me reciting lines, like you know, everything that I'm saying in the trailer. I'm like, damn, for real. They're like, bro, this one of the movies we feel like gonna be like legendary, like ghetto stories, and like that'll be talked about for a long time. They're like, man, you gonna be part of DFW history. I'm like, you know, I ain't looking at it like that. But then when I started going outside and seeing like people started saying shit to me already, I was like, damn, this gonna be crazy.
You know what? When I saw the trailer, I was blew back.
Yeah,
I ain't really like, this is for real cinematic
A movie
experience.
Yeah.
You know, because you know sometimes people do movies in the hood, and it's a hood movie,
and it be kind of low budget, look kind of low, but that's
No,
what we
sir.
were definitely not going for. Me and E talked about that so long and before, and that's what he got to me. That was one of the biggest things he wanted to let me know. He said, "Official, we ain't shooting this ain't no gimmick, no get together, pull up. This gonna be, you gotta know your lines, here, and everywhere." Like when 3 was on set, everybody was where they was supposed to be, and when we say action, everybody was moving it like. Being in a movie, bro, I was like, damn, teamwork, real teamwork. You cannot do a movie if you don't got teamwork. I really understood that in that movie, because if the sound got not right, then you ain't gonna pick up more vocals. So now we trying to do this movie and he not here, and we can't even go back and fix it.
Yeah.
So it's gotta be right. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's gotta be right. The movie take a lot of teamwork. So man, I apply E and the cast and everybody that was a part of the movie, because man, they did their thing. Like you say, it's real cinematic. And I seen the shots in the trailer, the pew, in the my daughter, she bagged. I was like, damn, like I got chills because I had to keep watching it, because to do that and to have that type of team, you got to know what you're doing.
No, absolutely.
You know what you're doing. Hell yeah.
So let's get the story from the beginning. Official Watson, Texas native, you know what I'm saying, represent the funk. Like, growing up, man, for you, like, what was that about? What was that like, and what transitioned you into the acting field?
Crazy thing about it, man, I never even wanted to act. That was never like something that I like grew up to doing. It. I think your calling usually be the thing that you don't, you know, I always grew up as music or as sports. I'm going to the NFL and be the biggest rapper, or, you know what I mean, the biggest songwriter or something like this. So acting was one of the things my mom kind of pushed on me, acting and modeling when I was younger. 10, 11. She took me to Kim Dawson down here. They was having open trials. You know, radio was way bigger back then
Right.
when I was growing up than they are now. The kids probably don't just be on the radio like that right after school. Like
Facts.
we waiting on the countdown call, trying to win little tickets and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, she took me into Kim Dawson and they signed me on the spot there. They didn't even let me leave. They signed me right there. They were like, get the paperwork done. We don't want them to leave. We want to sign them with a lady who was doing the agent. She was looking for talent. Yeah, she signed me, and that went on from me being in a movie with directed by Reggie Hudlin called Servant Sarah that dropped out in 2002. It was in movie theaters all around America. I went to the premiere here in Dallas with a lot of the stars, Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay.
Yeah, Cedric the Entertainer, the guy that played in he played in the Friday After Next when he get out of jail, Terry Crews. This was his first major role. I met Matthew Perry. I mean, not Matthew Perry, but I met what's his name from Friends? What's his name? I think that is his name.
Matthew Perry,
Matthew
Black
Perry.
hair,
Okay,
yep,
my bad. I was confused name with Tyler Perry, but yeah, Matthew Perry. I met him and bro, he was great. I really got to see what a line top of the line. Cause you know Matthew Perry, big deal back in the day. Friends,
Yeah.
everybody watched Friends. You know, growing up like in the early '90s.
Do you know Friends was like a knockoff of Living Single?
Yup. I did.
It
I
was
did.
the
I kind
white
of,
version.
and I never really watched it, but I started watching a few episodes, and it gave me the whole Living Color feel. And I'm real big with the TV shows.
Yeah.
I grew up on the Living Color, the Martin Lawrence, I love them
Yeah.
shows. I still watch the reruns on there, but I didn't really watch Friends like that, to be honest. But I knew who he was because they was telling me whenever I was on set with him.
For sure.
So that was I did that, and you know, man, the acting that turned to me doing a lot of commercials, ESPN, Pep Boys commercials. So I started getting real used to it. By the time I got like 14, 15, I had did probably over 40 shoots for JC Penney's, and I was like real big around Dallas for JC Penney's at the time. You catch me every winter catalog, every summer I used to get picked on at school, like in the fun. Hey, look at little small little pretty boy, and then, you know, hey, get on. Look at her, got a little haircut. Who did your hairline? You know, mom was taking me to spots my hairline when getting out right. So I was getting clowned at school, but I was making that money though.
I got you.
75 an hour.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, before I was 15. Then when I got like 13 or 14, certain age, it was 150 an hour for every shoot. So
Okay.
I was minimum 900 every shoot.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So I had to pay a lot of taxes back because I got in trouble. My mama didn't do the taxes, right? I had to pay that back. But yeah, that transition to that, man, and after I did like the acting stuff or whatnot, I really want to concentrate on sports, and I just stopped returning the calls, like for real. So who knows what I would have been already? Who knows? But I don't look at life like that. I feel like you make your choice and it go. But I did that, and I tried the football thing. Went to Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Me, Dez Bryant, Parrish Coxon was my close best friends all through. You know, me and Dez all the way to Cowboys to right when he got cut. Best of friends, talk every day. I've been there 9-1 to see his story. So I've been around a lot of different people that was doing great things too. So football was real big influence on
Now,
me.
did you play at Oklahoma State?
Yeah, I played too. I was a
DB?
DB. Yeah,
Okay.
I played DB. I was a running back and dropped the ball. Coach Gundy cussed me out. He like, get his ass out of here. I like, man, let me try defense. Cause I walked on already. And then I got the ball in that defense and I got player of the week. So I went from there. But I didn't want to wait on the scholarship money. I seen my mom like, man, she always talk about how expensive it was. So I was like, man, I'm going to go to Florida to go for music, and got out there and that didn't even work. So that failed on me. I was crying over there because I left football to come do Music Dream, and it's not working out. Like, so I was in Florida 19, just trying to figure it out, 18, and then I came back to Texas. But I had already had a lot of acting experience growing up as a younger kid, but it's still different when you get older.
For sure.
So I came back here, man, and I thought I was ready. And then God took me through life. So now here I am. I got a crazy story. Like, I don't even know, like, for me to be here, it's just like me to be sitting here doing this interview with you is like a blessing. Like I say, this is one of my.
So when you say he took you through life, do you mind sharing like a little bit of
I'm
it?
gonna share it. I'm first time I'm gonna share it. Like, you know, people as kids, for one, if I want to say that, if you ever get molested, you ever get, you know, pressure and things, you know, sometimes that may they be scared to come about because nobody gonna believe you. That's one of the things
Yeah.
that I want to get off my chest and say, you know, growing up having a childhood like I had some, you know, people that babysit me that just weren't good people at all.
Gotcha.
And I want people to encourage to speak out against that. Don't be afraid. You know, ain't nobody gonna judge you, look at you no different, none of that. So that was my earlier stages to me bringing, you know, being able to talk about that. But when I came back and I got 19, I really started going through life because I just got really in the streets. I was just like, you know, and I ain't just saying it to be like no big thug and then doing all this game. When I say in the streets, I mean, I'm not working a 9 to 5. I'm figuring it out every day. I'm
Got you.
hustling. I'm whatever I can sell. Like, you know, I'm on that type at the time being younger. You know what I mean? So I had ended up having some kids. You know, doing a lot that I was doing in the streets and doing different stuff. You know, I never had no girlfriend really like that, but like me and my baby mamas was cool. You know what I mean? We was real close. I got one that's still alive right now and one that passed, bless her heart,
Oh,
soul. But that was the first thing that just took me through. Well, the first thing that took me through the win before I get there on life is I had got set up by this lady and this girl in Fort Worth. And that was the night I thought I died, like for sure. I was like, I died. Like, you know, I'm like, damn.
Explain why you thought you died.
In the middle of them, me being over there and whatnot, when they broke in on me, the girl set me up. Long story short, she put the key outside. They knew I was in there. Me and Dero was hot at the time. We had a song called She Hot, me, Bebe, and Dero.
Okay.
I was one of the first artists from DFW to be on Billboard. We charted at 76. I think we came in 97, but we was on hip hop and R&B, me, Dero, and Bebe. So, you know, I was younger, moving around, having a lot of cash, little show money and whatnot. And Flash and she set me up. So when they set me up and they come in the house and they dogging me out, they hit me with a flower pot over my head. They cut my ear open. You know, I just had blood coming down. So, you know, in the midst of me, them beat me up, they took off all my jewelry, took off all my clothes. They pulled me out to the side. One of the bigger guys, you know, you're hyping them up, like, go ahead and kill him, you know? So at this point, I'm like, dang, like, I was more sad of me being in this situation and having myself in this situation and how my family was going to be like having to read about how I went. I was like, dang. So for sure, when he choked me, he said, man, go ahead and kill him. He choked me. He was choking me, and I was like, dang. So I said my Lord's Prayer. I was like, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. I started saying the whole prayer because I'm sure this over because there's a big dude choking me and I can't feel my feet on the ground. I'm just like, dang. So everything went black. So right there, like I said, I thought I had died, but I heard like it was just pitch black when I said the prayer. So I'm really expecting like some white bright light. I'm really thinking it's over, just to be honest. But then I hear like the people talking and stuff like, man, where's gun at? Where's gun? Trying to see everything. I'm like, dang. I'm like, I don't know what's going on though. I don't even know where I'm at. All I know is boom, I just started moving. I started running. I made it out of there though. And long story short on that, the police had got called because I was running in the neighborhood. When I ran, they had put me in the trunk. I had blood everywhere. I didn't know what had happened because I was having trauma from them hitting me so many times in the head. It was just kind of like a dream and it was flashing me in and out. But I started realizing it later on. But I ended up, I just ran to this lady house and she was alive and they called an ambulance. But I was for sure that, I thought I had died.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Yeah, she set me up. It was bad. So I have to say, you got to watch how you move and what you move and always let somebody know where you at and what's going on.
Have you ever ran into her again since then?
Nah, never ran into her. She wrote me on Instagram. She asked for, not Instagram, like one of the apps, Facebook or something back then. And she asked for forgiveness. And I told her that, man, I was like, I'm gonna forget about it. I can't forgive you because it's like, you could have took my life. I'm gonna let God forgive you. I'm gonna hope you ask God for forgiveness, but I don't need to talk to you at all. I'm good. I didn't want to do. I had my mind on other stuff, so I didn't really talk to her. But she ended up getting like 4 or 5 years, and she didn't get to go to the military. And all the other little dudes, one got like 13 and 7 years, and I didn't do no reports, no nothing. I was just trying to get up out of there and knocked on the thing to call to get inside, and she ended up calling the police or whatnot. But yeah, so that was one of them life moments, like boom. And I thought like, that was a blow for life. And then God took, I wouldn't say he took, but I lost my baby mother. So then she got shot in the head in Louisiana in Baton Rouge.
Oh man, hold on. You end up losing your mother. You say she gets shot in the head in Louisiana? Like, man, how does that happen? Like, wrong place, wrong time, or what?
Nah, she was. I say you just gotta try to protect your energy and watch the people you mess with. And when you get them signs that you get, sometimes them deadly signs, you just gotta go ahead and move around. But she started dating a guy. My baby mama, I didn't even know that we had a baby. You know, she ended up. I got a test. I ended up going to get a test with her, like the swab and DNA, and I found out, and I was real bad at first. I wasn't trying to deal with it, but after I found out she was my baby mother, I started helping her. I sent her Pampers, doing what I was supposed to do, but she wanted to move to Louisiana because her mom had just died. I met her mom, and her mom had just died. They gave her the wrong medicine on a dialysis machine, and she found out later, and she died on that. So she was already going through it. She was in Louisiana, dating this guy, and he was just, I heard it was real toxic, man. They was just fighting. He was pistol whipping her. She was fighting him, and all this was done in front of my baby. She was doing dates in front of my child. I didn't know this. I found all this out after my daughter was kidnapped. He actually kidnapped my daughter for a whole 2-3 days. He killed the baby mama and still had my daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, he shot her in the head. They didn't tell nobody. And I hate to say it to be so gruesome. I just want people to know how much of a coward he was. You know what I mean? This woman that she can't even fight you, bro. He a big grown man, and he didn't, beat this woman up, kidnap her child over some stuff because really about some personal issues that they was having with money, and she didn't want to give up her tax money to the dude. He was on some real just control type situation, and she was trying to reach out to me like right before to let me know, and that was like only the one of the times I told her, hey man, I love you. If it's something on your mind, I could hear it in her voice. I'm like, just tell me. She's like, nah, I'm gonna meet you on on 2 days before my birthday. I mean, not before my birthday. She's like, I'm gonna meet you like 2 days before her friend's birthday. And she was like, I'm gonna give you my daughter. I'm playing 2K, not even thinking that it's the same day I'm supposed to meet her. I look up, I get a call, it's her sister call. I'm like, what's sister calling? I answer the phone, I'm like, hello. She like, hey, my sister's gone. I'm like, where's she gone? I'm like, where my daughter? I was like, oh, I forgot. I'm thinking she calling because I'm supposed to meet him.
Yeah.
She was like, no, she's dead, official. I was like, what? She was like, and your daughter's gone. She's kidnapped. I dropped. I hung up the phone, and she called me again. She was like, I'm not playing. I'm for real. She's like, you just gotta get your stuff and come on. She's like, I don't know what to do. I already lost my mama. Now I don't got my sister. I don't got no family down here. So I just hopped in the car and I went straight to Baton Rouge. I just drove straight down there with my mind everywhere. Not knowing if I was gonna get my daughter back, not knowing if she was gonna make it, not knowing what this dude was doing to her. Just, man, bro, my head was going just crazy. I was fully emotions.
How did y'all end up getting your daughter back?
Thank God the girl had a heart. His real girlfriend had a heart. And at some point in time, she went and drove my daughter and dropped her off at a woman's shelter when he didn't know or whatnot, and then got back to him. So I'm pretty sure he got into it with her over there. Like, she actually dropped my daughter off because she just, I don't know what she felt, but I mean, I was praying. I was really praying, bro. So the detective, he was crying when my daughter came through the door. He crying. And I'm like, he crying harder than me. I'm like, man, what you crying so hard for? He was like, I want you to look up the cases in Baton Rouge. He said, your daughter is the first kid to ever come back through this door in 20 years. He said, in 20 years. He said, your daughter is the only, he said, I've been working this force with her. He said, I didn't think it was possible. He said, and this man that you dealing with, he said, he already killed his son, and I didn't want to tell you that. He said, we're going back to prosecute him for that. He said he dropped his son in a bathtub because he wouldn't stop crying. He couldn't get him to stop crying. He was trying to do a drug deal. And the people went in the door and they went in the house. He got mad, ran the hot water a little bit, and dropped the baby from way up here and dropped the baby on his back and broke all the bones in the rib cage of the baby. So he was like, you was dealing with an animal and I didn't want to tell you. He said, I didn't think you was getting your daughter back. He said, no way, no how. He said this man had already murdered his 6-month-old boy. So he was like, I was for sure not thinking, but grace of God. I was just getting ready to fly to Nancy Grace the next day. She called me. Everybody in America was on the case. They made it go almost federal, I think, the next day. I had got in touch with some good people from high school that reached out to the lady that knew the governor and the warden of Baton Rouge. And they was real grateful, man. That whole city, police station, everybody in Baton Rouge, man, to help me get my daughter back in 48 hours.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, 48 hours.
So I know you say you got some type of relationship with Bebe.
Yeah, Bebe. That's my man. That's my brother. That's my brother. I call him my uncle. I love him. We talk and he prepared me. He prepared me for everything that I knew that was coming. He one of them people can see a lot of things before it get there, and he always told me, just have faith. He was like, he's like, you got great music. He's like, but sometimes people notice your other gift before they'll notice another gift. And he was like, your gift is acting. He said, man, you dope. He said, you tough. I gave him a couple pointers and stuff for the movie. We did some solo dolo rehearsals, but yeah, me and Bebe close, man. I got all Bebe numbers. Me and Bebe been talking 10 years. He know my mama. I done met his wife, his family, yeah. But man, anytime I got something to talk about this deep, I call Bebe.
So if we could say a speculation date on a movie, when you think it may come out?
I know you better back me up on this one, boy. Triple D Revenge better be dropping one in the next couple months, man. We spring break. Listen, I'ma hold them hostage. If we don't get it by spring break, man, I'ma hold E hostage.
You gonna hold them hostage?
I pray to God that we got some big cars coming through, and I hope that he can screen it for them, and they fall in love with it like I did, and like the cast did, like I know that the world gonna do it, man. I'm hoping we can get a big showing for y'all and get a couple of the premieres going around here, open back up the a couple places we can show it at, and then just bring the city out, man. Have a good time. Bring the city out. You're gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that private screening, man. Check that joint out, man. Hell of a story, man. The trailer is fire.
Yep.
I think the whole city is excited, or not just the city, just everywhere abroad is excited to see this movie.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey man, and just to see your acting debut, man, I'm excited, bro.
Yeah. I'm ready, man, just like they is, and like I say, I prepared for it. Didn't nobody give it to me, so I had to go out and work hard for it. And I'm prepared for whatever the road. But I know acting, they about to see me now. You know how the city go when they see you and you doing something. Everybody wants you to play a little role and they little bit. So if it makes sense to the people that's calling, I'm gonna get in some things around the city and do what I can to help out the city and get and critique them whatever they need to know about the film industry, because I believe that's gonna be big here in Dallas. I believe we're gonna be able to do some kind of how some of the other cities did after Hollywood and Atlanta, and some even in Jamaica, with the movies and shit. I believe that's a trend now. We shooting good music videos, got good music now. Like, let's see, on the production side, we do many things here in Dallas and Fort Worth. So it's like, let's go ahead and hit them in the film industry. And believe it or not, people will watch your movie before they watch a music video, or before they even pick up your CD. They'll go watch a movie. You say you in a movie before you say, like Mo3 even said, you like, man, I told my mom I was in a movie. She went crazy. I mean, this coming out his mouth, this conversation that we have been talking and stuff. So I know, cause when I told my mama I do the movie, she was excited. So like a movie hit different, you know what I mean? Your parents.
Very different, because not everybody can just go do a movie.
Yep.
Technology has made it very easy to anybody do music. Bro. I'm just saying to do music now, or do a music video, but just to do a movie. And for it to come out.
That movie hard, bro.
Just from that clip, man.
I ain't lie, I got tired. I was frustrated. Like, you know what I mean? It's not easy, bro. And you have to tap into a character and live that lifestyle and be that way. Like, acting is a lifestyle. Like, it's not something that you go home and you forget about when you leave the set. It's like, nah, I wake up and I read my script. I look in the mirror. I give myself all kinds of different facial expressions. You might hear me in there A, B, C, D, different letters, and just getting my voice ready. And I'm looking in the mirror like, I cried on camera, which they gonna see. And it was real tears. It wasn't nothing fake.
So can you understand, like, was it Keith Ledger who played the Joker that went kind of crazy?
Yeah.
Like, when you see people play those roles and kind of lose it?
Definitely. Because it's a mental thing. And sometimes they tap so deep in it, like, you can drive yourself crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People see different things. Your mind is very strong. From what I know is, quick question, you mentally back in the day, how did they build pyramids? Saying like, shit, we ain't had no machines back in the day. How the hell they get these? So it's like the mind is crazy, you know what I mean? And you tap into a certain thing and become something, like, it's hard to tap back out of that sometimes, like, for real.
Is there a role that you wouldn't play?
I ain't wearing no dress.
Okay.
So that's dead. Like,
no dress.
I just feel like if I gotta put a dress on, to me it's like, if you not gonna do that, and it's a pride thing on how you feel in your way and what you believe in, then why you gonna do it when somebody pay you? You know what I mean? I love Martin Lawrence. I love Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I could play, because I act like a grandma all the time, but I'm just saying, why I gotta be a dress? Like, you know what I mean? It gotta be a dress. Like, you can play a woman and not have to have a dress on, or you can play an old lady. I'm just saying, I feel like the dress thing is like, yeah, we
Why?
couldn't.
Because, like in certain places, like a dress or something that's not pants, like you see like Muslims, a lot of places wear like long, like skirt looking things, or in Irish, they wear kilts.
Yeah.
It's just like, those are men.
And
This is acting. This is not really you. This is the character.
like I say, if it ain't nothing that's like feminine or something like that, like it just have to be dependent. I got a team now, so it be really bigger than just me. I have to call my team and be like, do it make sense? If it's one of them things for the team to make sense, and pretending on how the person is being portrayed, like you say, like, because the dress thing is, in other places they don't look at that as a dress. That's like whatever you just said, they call it in Scottish or England or whatever. They wear that and they dance and they get out there and everybody having a good time, and they not saying that it's feminine. So yeah, that'd be one of them things. But I like, man, that dress thing, just that's some consideration on like the part, everything that's going
no
on.
Medea.
No
No Medea's a Big Mama's
like
house for you.
But you would give me on Life. You would give me I give you the Eddie Murphy, the old dudes all day.
Yeah,
I can kill this shit. I can kill it all day. For
so
sure.
you kind of more so like, if it's a woman role, let the woman play the role.
Yeah, I feel like that. Like, I feel like, yeah, it's like, why you gotta go get the man and put him and make him just, it's like,
especially a black man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, how many? We have seen it a few times. We have
Miss
seen
Doubtfire.
we seen what a white man put on the dress a few times, but
Yeah.
it don't be more than what the black man do. You see Dave Chappelle, they say they try to make him do it on Blue Street. You be like, hell no.
He ain't doing it. Who all done it? Martin done it.
Martin.
Jamie Foxx done did
Everybody
it.
who did it, they big though. They real big.
Who else?
We got Martin
Wesley
Lawrence.
Snipes
We
did
got
it.
Wesley Snipes. We got Tyler Perry.
Tyler
But, I mean, he
Perry.
was already doing it when he came. That was his character. But man, it seemed like dang near almost every big legend. I don't think Bernie Mac did he?
Nah, none of the new school cats. Kevin Hart never dressed like a woman. Will Smith played a gay role.
Yeah, I don't.
He never played as a woman, but he did play a gay role. Yeah, I think the new school of black actors ain't having it so far.
Nah,
Nick Cannon never did.
It's a lot more. It's a lot more street again. It's a lot more indie. You know, they say everything cycle.
It did. It's a lot more independent now.
Independent
You don't have
but
to really depend.
They was independent thing.
But,
Before they started, before the majors started. Remember, majors they weren't messing with the rappers at first.
But what I'm saying is, like, you, the artist, whether you're an artist or whether you're a producer or a movie, you got a lot more control now with the internet and getting your product out, versus when Eddie Murphy was coming up, they had to go through certain distributors to really get it out. So you kind of have to appeal to them in a way. Whereas now it's like, fuck you. If I don't want it, okay, you don't want this to, I just release it on my YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, we ain't had that platform. We got a lot more platforms these days. So the independent is real big. If you can do it independently, I suggest anybody do it as long as you can. If you got money some way coming in, independent is the way to go now. Everybody learning that.
For sure, man. Well, Official Watson, bro, I appreciate you sitting down with me.
For sure.
Man, I appreciate hearing your journey. Man, I'm excited for this movie. Maybe one day I can play a role in a movie that's not a bodyguard or goddamn, I'm trying to get some for real.
a club owner, the door guy.
Yeah, man. But hey, bro, I'm rooting for you, man, and I'm looking forward to sit down with you once the movie come out and we get that recap of the experience of everybody.
Yeah. Now we'll be able to do a How's Life now. After, when that movie drop. It's gonna be crazy. So you got the exclusive. I'm gonna be back here for sure when that movie drop.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to the exclusive.
I got you.
All right, man. Well, I'll holler at you, Official Watson.
Yes, sir. Oh, look, they want to look for me. All my stuff is at Follow Official. I know you was talking about it coming with the elevator.
Follow Official.
Follow Official. They can give me on anything: Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, or just Google Official Watson.
And if y'all listening, it's gonna be right there at the body too. So
oh, my bad. I ain't even know. Yeah, gang, love gang.
It'll be right there on the link. Go check it out. Follow them and make sure y'all subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.